everybody, welcome back to the channel. More Blood and Plunder here as we keep working our way through the British characters. Today we got a famous one, Robert Maynard. So 27 points here, legendary commander, and can lead the British Royal Navy and his own specific force, Maynard's Pirate Hunters. Now, what do we get for the 27-point investment? We get a very healthy 16-inch command range, so 32-inch bubble there. Again, going to let us take care of a lot of real estate on the board as far as what will be in our command range. And we do get the 2 command points though, so 3 would have of course been better for a legendary commander, but 2 we'll just have to make do with. So that just means we got to be a little bit more careful with what we're choosing each turn, because obviously that's going to get spent pretty quick. Main weapons does come with the brace of pistols and the standard melee weapons, so he'll be able to fire his pistols all the time. And then 3 rules, specifically Broadside, Tactician, and Vendetta against Pirates. So we haven't seen the latter 2 yet, so let's take a look at what that actually does for us. Now, Broadside we've seen with so many of the commanders, but we'll run through it here again. Basically, all artillery fired during his activation are fired simultaneously, hence it all counts as the same range attack, and that will help us increase our chances of scoring crits. So obviously good for naval engagements where we're typically going to be firing multiple shots or multiple cannon shots. Tactician, on the other hand, when a player draws their hand of cards at the beginning of their turn, they may discard and redraw a single card in their hand. This cannot be done if the commander has been removed as a casualty or if the commander's unit is shaken. But getting that essentially every turn, and again, that in some cases may help us not burn fortune points on redoing our hand and things like that. So overall, pretty cool ability that seems to then be active each turn in the game for us. But of course, we have to keep him alive to keep that ability. And then lastly here, Vendetta against Pirates. So when fighting against any pirate force, you can reroll 1 failed die in any rally test. So basically it will help us, again, stay in the game longer. We can spend our command points on hopefully other things aside from issuing extra rallies. But that being said, also like with fortune for rerolls and stuff like that, again, it's going to help us be a little more economical, but just having that across the whole force as just a ongoing thing is going to be pretty handy here. So 1 failed die in any rally test should be useful, but that's about it for him. So again, Broadside is going to keep us very well engaged on the naval action for the most part with multiple cannons. Tactician is, I think, a pretty cool ability here. Again, just getting an extra card if we really don't want one of those in our hand, and hopefully getting into something that'll be more advantageous for us. So I think I really like that one, probably the best out of them. Again, we've seen Broadside so many times, but and then the Vendetta against Pirates. Yeah, just one failed die in any rally test. So there, the Vendetta thing, kind of wish that worked a little bit more, or was something more along the lines of like hatred or something like that in like 40k, where essentially you get like more like offense related rerolls. So maybe something like reroll a die on any shooting attack or close combat attack against pirates. I think that would have been a little cooler, but it's still pretty cool. The whole idea really is, hey, we want to just stay in the fight longer against these pirates. Now, with the command range again, that's going to give us a pretty solid chunk of real estate across the board. And assuming we're playing with ships, right, if we have multiple ships, that lets us be a little bit spread out without having to kind of cluster the ships too closely together and worry about collisions and things like that. So 2 command points though, I think is going to be the one downside with them, just because that's again going to spend pretty dang quickly for someone who's kind of that upper level commander as far as points, cost, and stuff goes. But overall, a cool character. So let us know, guys, if you have had a lot of experience with Maynard in your forces. Have you run him more in Royal Navy or in his own specific pirate hunter force? Let us know your thoughts on that and where you've had your successes, and have you run into any forces where you've stumbled and lost against him, and have you lost against pirates, ironically enough, with him? Hit us up in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll have more Blood and Plunder for you soon.